Hi everybody, I'm David. Welcome to my channel, My Yard Sale. Hey, today I'm going to talk a little bit about my health, about health in general, some things that I've learned in the last week, and maybe some of the things that were not the greatest in the last week, even the last 10 days or so. So please take a minute and listen to this, and hopefully it will help you, or you'll be able to help somebody with problems that I've had. So I'm actually feeling better. I'm starting to feel a little bit more strength in my body, and it's kind of difficult because I feel like I'm totally better. I get up and walk away, and I have to be really careful and make sure that I'm not like faking myself out, thinking that I have enough strength or enough just ability to walk as far as feel like I want to walk. And it's funny because I say walk as far as I want to walk, and walking from this chair that I'm sitting in to my bed or to the bathroom, those are things that I should be able to walk, and it shouldn't be a problem. I shouldn't even be thinking about it, but those are things that I actually need to think about because I don't want to get halfway there and not be able to get the rest of the way. That has happened before, so it's very difficult. So one of the things that has happened for the better thing this last week is I have gotten like extremely hungry. I can't believe how hungry that I got. And of course, that felt great because it meant that I was hungry enough to be able to eat. I haven't really been hungry in, I don't know, like, I don't know, 3 years probably. I think, and I kept saying it was the insulin resistance, but now it's been pointed out to me that it probably was not insulin resistance. It was probably just diabetic nerve damage. So it was good to be able to be hungry again. And I checked. I don't have the help of a doctor, unfortunately, but I did check Chat GPT, and there was a lot of information on Chat GPT and also on Google about how diabetic nerve damage can cause problems with the vagus nerve, which is the nerve that goes from your brain to your nether regions, and it can cause problems from the entire in everything that it's connected to, which means that your stomach, your digestion, your hunger. Even ChatGPT said that diabetic nerve damage can cause problems with your hunger signaling and just general hunger cycles. So I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling like this might be a positive thing, and I might be getting a little tiny bit better because I'm definitely hungry again, and it makes me want to eat constantly. On Friday, I ate 2,000 calories, which I haven't eaten that many calories at all in, I don't know, probably 2 years. So now I'm eating on average at least 1,000 to 2,000 calories. That would be, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm like every day I'm feeling hungry enough to be able to eat that many calories. It's becoming much easier, which I guess is a good thing. And hopefully that means that I'll start putting some weight on. Hopefully it doesn't go the other way and just go straight to me turning into getting too heavy. I don't really want that. I'll have to be careful of that. One of the things that I ate in the last, I don't know, 10 days or so that maybe negatively impacted me, and I've had this happen before. I'm just going to say right now what I ate before that negatively impacted me. Obviously, in my previous posts, I talked about hot dogs. Hot dogs wrecked me, which I think that it was the sodium in the hot dogs. I have to be really careful of my sodium, and I have to eat enough sodium that my body is healthy. But I have to be careful. I have to manage my sodium at lower levels, at the lowest level possible, without not eating sodium. I do eat sodium, salt, but I have to be very careful and not eat too much. But then recently, after the sodium cycle, I ate this peanut butter. I ate so much peanut butter, and it was great value Walmart peanut butter, and I don't know that it was actually bad. Like it had fats, it had all the additives, all the probably bad stuff that Walmart puts in, and because they don't care about whether it's good or bad. So I was eating that, and it caused me problems. It caused me like my strength got pretty bad again, and just generally my physical my physical, I don't even know what you call it. Physically, it got very difficult for me, and it was definitely tied directly to the peanut butter, because all I was eating was ground turkey and peanut butter, and that was pretty much it. And as soon as I took the peanut butter out, I started feeling a little bit better. And then when I took the peanut butter out, I didn't really have things I could add back in, but I was leaning pretty heavy on peanut butter. I ate, I think, 4 pounds of peanut butter in, I don't know, less than 10 days. Maybe it was just way too much peanut butter. I don't know. But I looked at the ingredients on the peanut butter. I'm just going to be totally transparent. The ingredients weren't great. There was a lot of sugar. There was a lot of seed oils, just a lot of garbage. But I took the peanut butter out. I started feeling a little bit better. And what I added in that didn't, it also negatively slightly impacted me. Well, I ate sweet potatoes at first, and I ate, I don't know, 3 pounds of sweet potatoes. That seemed to go okay. I was doing all right. But then I started eating white potatoes. And again, I had a pretty big bag of white potatoes. And the more I got into eating potatoes regularly, which, I mean, I make it sound like I was eating only potatoes, but I was eating a potato or two potatoes a day with ground turkey, which is pretty easy, good. I can eat ground turkey without having a lot of problems. But I started eating those potatoes, and every day I was getting a little bit less positive in my health. Like my health got more difficult. And I mean, I don't want to say that potatoes cause me health issues, because I obviously have health issues without the potatoes, but the potatoes definitely didn't help. And what I learned about potatoes, and I want to share it here because I didn't know this, and I feel stupid not even knowing this, but potatoes are obviously a starchy vegetable, but potatoes are 70 to 100 in the glycemic index, which the glycemic index is the ability of how a body affects, or not a body, how a product like a potato affects your blood sugars in your body. 70 to 100 is actually more than table sugar. So these potatoes were just wrecking my body sugars, wrecking my blood sugars, and I didn't know that. I thought I was doing myself a favor eating potatoes. Well, I definitely was not doing myself a favor. And the spike in the blood sugars in my body, and the not the insulin resistance, but just the insulin and just the blood sugars in my body went crazy. And it made things very difficult. It made my life very difficult. And after stop eating those potatoes, after a couple days, things started getting a little bit better, a little bit easier, but not huge easier. I think I'm starting to feel even better now after not eating potatoes for, I don't know, 5 or 6 days. I'm starting to feel a little bit more normal, and hopefully things will start getting better. At this point, I'm just eating ground turkey. I'm eating these I'm eating carrots, and I'm eating kiwi fruits. I eat a kiwi fruit a day. I'm trying to eat a kiwi fruit a day and a carrot a day. And that's actually pretty much mostly what I'm eating these days. It's pretty simple, and it's it's not bad. I don't not like it. I do add a little bit of salt to my salt or seasoning to my ground turkey. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not anything that I'd be proud to show friends if they came over. but but I eat it and it's good and it's healthy. And I don't know. I wish I could add some potatoes, but those potatoes really wrecked me. Luckily, ChatGPT picked out that the glycemic index of potatoes is so high, and that was potentially the problem that I was dealing with. And once I took the potatoes out, things did start getting a little bit better. But I guess a good note on that is that after eating those potatoes, it did make me feel so hungry that I was able to eat. I was able to eat more. I can eat more. I'm actually really hungry right now, where I can eat 2,000 calories finally, and and even though financially it can be a little bit difficult for me right now, but hungry wise, I can definitely eat 2,000 calories without it not like feeling like I'm stuffing myself to a point where I'm just not even hungry anymore. But I'm definitely able to eat 2,000 calories at this point, whereas before I just absolutely could not do it. It just was too much. I mean, I'm pretty happy to be able to eat enough to get the calories that I need now without having to force myself to eat. Before I would just eat and I would be full after the tiniest bit of food and not be interested in eating anymore. And so I absolutely could not eat even 1,000 calories. Now I can eat 1,000 calories probably for breakfast, 1,000 calories for lunch, and 1,000 calories for dinner and not think twice about it. Now I'm just trying to make sure that I'm balancing the right amount of fat and carbs and protein. I'm trying to make sure I balance the right amounts. And that's not impossible, but it's easier than not eating at all. I started using this app called MyFitnessPal, I think it's called. And it helps me track the calories a little bit easier. And that's how I know how many calories I'm getting, because I can log everything that I'm eating and check and see exactly how many calories it is. And I can eat definitely 1,000 calories for breakfast, which is kind of good. It makes getting in 2,000 or 2,500 calories a lot easier in the day, knowing exactly what everything is. I'll have to see how well that app ends up being, because if it's good, I'll definitely mention it on here, and if it's not good, if it ends up not good, then I'll also mention it on here. I feel pretty lucky that between Google, YouTube, and just ChatGPT, that I can get as much information as I can get. It's been very difficult to try to figure things out with my system on my body, but those resources make things a little bit easier to figure things out. And of course, the folks on here, thank you so much, Magnus. You definitely pointed out the nerve damage, or the nerve part, and I think you were right about nerve. It was the nerves. It definitely was the nerves. It was not insulin resistance, even though the insulin, maybe if I was resistant, it definitely contributed to the nervage damage that I'm feeling. So I'm also officially not fasting anymore. I don't fast. I'm not fasting. I need the calories. I have to put weight back on. I'm definitely not fasting. But what I am trying to do is I'm trying to eat during daytime hours. You can see outside. You can see it's pretty bright outside still. I'm trying to eat during daytime hours and only daytime hours. And even though I will eat later if I'm still hungry, but I'm only eating carrots or kiwi fruits later after hours. I'm trying to eat daylight hours only. That's my fast now, is daylight hours. And I guess that's still intermittent fasting, but it's easier to manage than trying to figure out how many hours that I've eaten and then how many hours that I'm fasting. It's much easier just to eat during daytime hours, and that's it. I'm hoping to reverse this nerve damage that now I believe I've been experiencing. I'm hoping that this is going to help. One of the things I bought that I'm pretty happy with, if I can find it here. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. I bought this see if I can put this up. I bought this. Whoops. There it is. No stir natural peanut butter. I've always been not happy about healthy peanut butter. I like regular peanut butter. I mean, it has sugar, it has salt, it has, obviously there's a bunch of garbage in it. I never really cared about that before. Now I care about it because I'm so just physically wrecked. But I bought this no stir natural peanut butter from Walmart. Again, back to Walmart. And this peanut butter that I just showed has mostly just peanuts, salt. There is some palm oil in it, I guess. I think that without palm oil, it ends up having that layer of oil across the top of it. I've had that before with other peanut butters, natural peanut butters. But this Walmart natural peanut butter, it's the same price as regular peanut butter in the container. It tastes good. It tastes like regular peanut butter. It just has less of all the garbage in it. It does have palm oil, like I said, but it has palm oil, peanuts, and salt, and it tastes pretty good. I enjoy it. I make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in my tortillas, and it tastes pretty good. I'm actually enjoying that. I'm trying to not enjoy it as a meal constantly. I'm trying to not eat anything constantly like I did with the peanut butter before and the potatoes. It seems like whenever I have just one thing, it negatively impacts me. So I'm trying to spread my meals out to different stuff throughout the day, which is, I don't know, it's probably probably better for me anyways, as long as I'm getting all the macros and the protein, the fiber, and the carbs. I'm trying to make sure I get all that, and I'm stretching it out throughout the day instead of eating it all in one go, which I have done in the past. And I still do eat primarily 1 or 2 times a day for the most part. Like I said, daytime hours, which is it's much easier to manage eating daytime hours than it is trying to figure out how many calories I've eaten or what hour it is, whether I'm eating or I'm fasting at that time. I had a great app on my phone and my watch that I put on my electronic devices that told me when I was fasting and feasting, and that worked. It actually did a good job of making sure that I was eating at the right times, just to maintain a fasting and getting to autophagy much easier. But I gotta be honest, it's a lot easier just to eat during the day and not eat at night. It's much easier to do that. And then during the day, I will eat until I'm full. And again, I'll eat that. I am eating between 1,000 and 2,000 calories now. And I eat all that during the day. And then at night, it seems like I'm able to not really eat at night for the most part, I would say. But I do get a little hungry at times. And when I do get hungry, I eat a tortilla with some peanut butter and a little bit of jelly, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that seems to get me by. It does add a little bit more calories, but honestly, I think you can look at my video and see that I need the calories, and the calories are doing me good at this point. So I'm pretty happy about things in life in general. And like I said, I'm happy that I have Google, ChatGPT, and just general the electronic resources that I have, because it did help me figure out, hopefully, what I think has been causing me most of the problems that I've had all along. Hopefully things will start resolving a little bit easier now that I'm not eating like all the potatoes. And I'm not hating on potatoes. I like potatoes a lot. I really like potatoes, but I never realized how high the glycemic index of potatoes was. I just assumed that potatoes were healthy, and of course I've seen things where it says that potatoes are not healthy and that you should avoid them at all costs, but I didn't realize that the potatoes have the same are actually a higher glycemic index than sugar does. I would never would have known that. So I'm glad I got to eat some potatoes for a while. I guess if I do eat potatoes again, I'll eat only sweet potatoes because they have a much lower glycemic index than white potatoes, russet potatoes. But of course, they're more expensive, which, it's the way that it is, it seems like. Yeah, things seem to be getting a little bit better for me. Like, I have a little bit more confidence in my health and my physical health and getting around, and things are a little bit easier. But definitely, I can't um, assume that things are better. When I get up in the morning, I have to check and make sure that I have enough strength and that, just my legs are good underneath me. But things definitely seem to be getting a little bit easier, a little bit better. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping that you're giving me some health thoughts, and that the fact that I'm starting to get a little bit better, I hope that people will be happy about that. I'm definitely happy. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Hey, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up down below, wherever that is on your system. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. And I hope you had a great weekend. Have a good day. Bye-bye.